I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Show me the money! Show me the money!
My 5 most confident picks for UFC Fight Night: Garcia taking on Onama. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, man, if you're new. You know what I mean? Like the video, please. That'd be sick. All right. My first most confident pick, we have Athemba Gorimbo taking out Jeremiah Wells. Jeremiah Wells, man, he's aging. You know, he's 39 years old, and I truly believe in his career up until this point, like, he's been taking injuries. You know, like, the guy, we all know he's only, like, he's like a kind of a first round kind of guy, man. Like, Athemba Gorimbo, all he has to do is weather a first round flurry against a powerful Jeremiah Wells, right? Jeremiah Wells is kind of good he's good on the ground. He's strong. But I just truly believe, like, this guy's going to gas out, man, in the first round. I think Athemba Gorimbo, all he has to do is weather that first round, and he can take over in the second. Jeremiah Wells, been taking injuries, man. He's been injured, you know. He's been out for a while. I know Athemba Gorimbo, in his last fight, he got choked out by Vicente Luque. But on the other hand, you know, Vicente Luque, he's kind of like that, you know, he's cash or trash. You know, the guy's going to be like cash, or he's going to rock out and he's going to be trash. You know, Athemba Gorimbo, he took a bad L, man. It was just, he rushed it too much in his type of career. You know, he took on a guy in Vicente Luque where he underestimated the guy's grappling. You know, we've seen a Michael Chiesa underestimate a Vicente Luque's grappling. You know, Vicente Luque choked out Michael Chiesa. You know, and that was paying 15-1, as you know, because that was a good pick. That was 4 years ago. You know, when the channel wasn't around. But Athemba Gorimbo didn't. He underestimated Vicente Luque's grappling. Got choked out. You know what I mean? That happens. But it's been on his mind. I think it's going to come into a positive factor in this fight, and I think Athemba Gorimbo is going to get a second round submission over Jeremiah Wells. Jeremiah Wells he's gonna look pretty bad, man. He's 39. He's gonna look bad in the second round. I can just see it. You know what I mean? It's kind of got that Mikel Pereira, Kyle Dorcas feeling to me, man. I picked Kyle Dorcas at 3-1 odds. You know what I mean? Just to win earlier on in the year. You know, not that long ago. And you know, Michael Pereira, he's been known to gas out. People were still picking Michael Pereira to take out, you know, a boxing jiu-jitsu guy in Kyle Dorcas. Kyle Dorcas smoked him. You know what I mean? But Athemba Gorimbo is going to do a pretty good win here, man. That's why he's my first most confident pick. So Athemba Gorimbo, second round submission. Moving to my second most confident pick, we have an Alan Nascimento taking out a short notice Cody Durden. And I truly believe in Alan Nascimento, man. He's a beast, man, you know? And he's good all around. He's good at striking. He's good on the ground. He's good with his grappling. Cody Durden coming in short notice, probably looking for a payday, and that's why I've got an Alan Nascimento by finish. I think he's going to get a first or second round. It could be a first round. I'm going to take an Alan Nascimento first round submission over Cody Durden. It's going to go to the ground, and he's going to submit a Cody Durden in the first round. He's too good. He's Alan Nascimento, man. He's good. Moving to my third most confident pick, we have a Billy Alicana taking out a long, sloppy guy in the second round, Kevin Christian. This guy, if you didn't see him on the Contender Series, he is the kind of guy that doesn't use his height, man. He's 6'7", right? He's long, but he doesn't use that. He just doesn't. He doesn't use his length when he fights. He's kind of got like a sloppy jab. He just looks terrible in the second round. I don't know what it was in the Dana White's Contender Series. Maybe he had an off night, but you're only as good as your last fight, you know, within reason. And you know, I think he's just a bit sloppy. You know, he got the submission in the second round over a nobody, but a Billy Alicana, he's good all round. You know, he's got good striking. You know, he's good on the ground. And I truly believe a Billy Alicana is going to get a second round stoppage over Kevin Christian. So give me Billy Alicana by second round submission, I'm going to say. Now, he actually could stop him on the feet, man. I could see a Kevin Christian like kind of just looking sloppy, and Billy Alicana at 6'3" with just, you know, and he's only got a 3-inch disadvantage in reach. I could see him getting on the inside and popping a Kevin Christian, like, you know, maybe body to the head, you know. That's how you would take out a tree in Kevin Christian. So Give me Billy Elikana by maybe even club and sub, but I'm gonna go by second round stoppage for Billy Elikana. Moving to my fourth most confident pick, we have a Charles Radke taking out a Daniel Frunza. Daniel Frunza, man, he's kind of the guy, like, he sits in the pocket and he sits on his shots when he's throwing, man. He can bang, like he can bang with his hands, but I think a Charles Radke is just a better all-round fighter in this fight, man. I think that's his Charles Radke's got a better, he trains with better guys, you know what I mean? I think he's got a better ground game here too. And Charles Radke, he knows his career's on the line here, and it's in the Apex. It's the smaller cage, and I think a Charles Radke can use that to his advantage. And Charles Radke, he's got a little bit more of a better defensively sound game when it comes to his striking. He keeps his hands up. Daniel Frunza's willing to bang and get into the pocket and sling and bang. Sit on his shots, but I think that gives Charles Radke openings for takedowns, man. I think Charles Radke can get some good takedowns here, and maybe just maybe get a submission win over Daniel Frunza. But he can win on points too. But I've got a Charles Radke just to win by any means necessary. So give me a Charles Radke by winning over Daniel Frunza. My fifth most confident pick, and I see something in this Yadir Del Valal guy, man, like the Cuban Missile or the Cuban Problem. Dude, this guy is good all around, man. And he's fighting a guy in Isaac Delgarian who I just don't really rate, man. I don't rate him. Like, he's good on the ground. He's a wrestler. Yeah, okay. He's got wrestling credentials. But this Yadir Del Valal guy he's crispy on the feet, man. He can push the pressure. I know it's, fighters can find it. They can find it hard to get the takedowns when they're being pressured. I think a Yadir can pressure an Isaac Delgarian here. And Isaac Delgarian, he looks like he needs to kind of almost go down to I reckon he would probably be better if he went down to bantamweight. I think an Isaac Delgarian, I think he might be a little bit undersized in featherweight here. I think a Yadir Del Valal is going to showcase his power, his strength, and he's just better on the feet, man. I think a Yadir Del Valal, he's a good underdog in this fight, man. He's a very good underdog, and he's paying some good money. So, yeah, I've got a Yadir Del Valal. It should not be this wide of odds, first of all. And an Isaac Delgarian, he's just, I don't know, man. I just feel like he's not, I don't rate him too highly. Like, he's okay. He's pretty good, but he's not elite. Yadir Del Valal, man, he's pretty good. Anyway, yeah. So give me Yadir Del Valal by winning by any means necessary over Isaac Delgarian, and we might see a stoppage. We might see him just, chopping down an Isaac Delgarian, man, like just maybe with the kicks as well, and just melting him, like vaporizing an Isaac Delgarian. So yeah, give me the dog in Yadir Del Valal. That's my dog of the week. Anyway, this is Punches and Profits, and like the video, subscribe. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.